everyone, welcome back. Here is Moto, and we have another geography session. And let's start by drawing the outline for each Mexico's state. But first, let's retrieve some general facts about Mexico. The real name of the country is Estados Unidos Mexicanos, or Mexican United States, so it's Estados Unidos Mexicanos. Right, the Mexican territories were colonized by the Spaniards in 1519 by the Spanish, and the name of the land was the New Spain. The New Spain. The New Spain. The most important historical event in Mexico, it's the proclamation of Mexican independence. You know, this is an interesting fact and very cool to know, but the inventor of the color TV was Guillermo González Camarena, who created the chromoscopic adapter for television equipment, which was an early color TV transmission system back in 1930s. Mexico is where you will find the oldest university in North America. The Royal and Pontifical University of Mexico was founded since 1551. And another thing is Mexico City. Yeah, it's sinking, and it's not going to stop. And the average of sinking the entire city, it's 12 centimeters per year or 4 inches per year. Another fact is here in Yucatan Peninsula, the meteorite who wiped out the dinosaurs 55 million years ago hit the Mexican peninsula of Yucatan at a few miles from a town now called Chicxulub. Right, and you may thought Egypt is the home to the largest pyramid in the world. Yeah, no, it's Mexico, the Great Pyramid of Cholula. It's estimated to be the largest pyramid ever created by human hand. Now let's move and let's take out all the states of Mexico and let's discover the most interesting facts about. We're gonna start with Aguascalientes, and it's a small state here, Aguascalientes, right here. So I'm gonna draw the contour. Very small state here. You can miss it out, okay? And it has a dry desert-like climate with an average temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. This is one of the smallest Mexican states, and it's a manufacturing center for table wines, brandy, aguardiente, and other fruit liquors. Very tasty indeed. Despite its small size, Aguascalientes boasts a rich culinary tradition. The capital is Aguascalientes City or Ciudad. Alright, and let's move. We're gonna move north. Next, it's Baja California or Baja California, and it's here. Baja California. I'm gonna draw the contour. Mexicali, right here. The state's economy is bolstered by agriculture, maquiladoras, manufacturing assembly plants, mining and tourism. The state is well known as a tourist destination, thanks to its countless beaches and proximity to the United States. Right. Good. Now, we're gonna move a little bit south, and we're gonna talk about this region, another part of the California Peninsula. The Baja California Sur means Baja California South. And I'm gonna draw the contour. Okay, the capital is La Paz, which is right here. La Paz, this is the capital. Well, like the north part, the state is named after the peninsula which is found Baja, with the term Sur meaning the south. Again, tourism, sport, fishing, agriculture and salt mining make the biggest contribution on the state's economy. Good. Now, we're gonna move on the other side. Here. On the other shore, Mexican shore. And we have Campeche. This is Campeche. Okay, just draw the outline. Just draw the outline of Campeche. Alright. Campeche was once the site of the flourishing Mayan civilization, so we have Mayan. We had Mayans here. Campeche is home to Mexico's oldest carnival, Carnaval de Campeche. The capital is Campeche. Here is the capital, Campeche. And the carnival, it holds the town's name, Carnaval de Campeche. Mining, mostly oil production, accounts of 52.8 of the state's GDP. These oil lies off the coast of the state in the shallow water section of the Gulf of Mexico, called the Sonda of Campeche. Okay, so they have oil. Nice. Okay, move a little bit north. This area, we have Coahuila, and the capital is Saltillo. So here it's Coahuila. Let's try to outline. The capital is here, Saltillo. Okay, but it's tracing the outline of the state. Okay. Perfect. The western part of the Coahuila right here, it's mostly desert. And Coahuila is one of the Mexico major steel producers. So we have steel industry. Because of the wine production in the area, the city of Pararas de la Fuente is a popular tourist attraction. Well, Pararas de la Fuente, it's not shown on the map, but it's right here in the south. This is about Coahuila. Okay, time to move next. Next, nearby, we have the state of Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Straight to control. Okay. So, this is near the border with the United States. And the capital is city of Chihuahua or Ciudad Chihuahua. Chihuahua is the Mexico's largest state, and it's known for great deserts, snow-capped mountains, and ravines covered with alpine forest, which makes it well suited for ecotourism. Well, very interesting fact, it's in this area is originating the smallest canine breeds, the Chihuahua dog. So they are breeding the Chihuahua dogs, which is originating from this area. Good. Now, let's move south, and we're gonna talk about the capital, Mexico City or Ciudad de Mexico, which is inside a state. And the state is called Distrito Federal. And this one is Distrito Federal, and here we have Ciudad de Mexico. Well, Mexico City or Ciudad de Mexico or Ciudad de Mexico has more than 150 museums. It was once the second most populous city in the world after Tokyo, with more than 20 million inhabitants. So 20 million people live in Ciudad de Mexico, which is the biggest city in the northern hemisphere, in the Latin America. Chapultepec Castle is the only royal castle on the American continent and was the home of the Maximilian I of Mexico, the only monarch. Mexico National Autonomous University, it's the largest university in the world. And a secret about Ciudad de Mexico or Mexico City, it's the Aztec ruins lie beneath the city. So the city is developed and constructed over old Aztec ruins. And you may thought that Mexico was named after, or Mexico City was named after Mexico. No, it's otherwise. Mexico, the country name, was named after Mexico City. Okay, we're gonna talk next about Durango, which is right here, the state of Durango. The capital of the state is Durango. Here, Durango. It's home of the historic Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railway, famous as Pancho Villa's home state. So, this is the home state of Mexican Robin Hood, Pancho Villa. Durango is also leading supplier of timber and wood products. So we have timber here. The border between Durango, Chihuahua and Silencio. This one, it's called Zona del Silencio, the silent zone, because due to their natural magnetic fields, is preventing radio waves from passing through. Very interesting. So no radios in this area, in Zona del Silencio. Guadalupe Victoria, Mexico's first president, was born in Tamazula, Durango, right here. Okay, we're gonna move to the next. Here. This small state called Guanajuato. Guanajuato. Yes, I'm gonna draw the contour. The capital of Guanajuato is Guanajuato City. It's recognized by UNESCO for its signature architecture, silver mines, and deep history. From all the attraction, Guanajuato visiting museums filled with mummies is definitely the most offbeat, so they have a mummy museum, which houses over 100 mummified bodies. Well, a special hint here. The Mexicans are obsessed with death, and their infatuation with this museum only helps to prove that. Believe me. So, not the Egyptians could have a mummy museum. The Mexicans have this kind of tourist attraction. Very, very interesting. Okay, we're gonna move here. In this state, which name is Guerrero. Okay, so gonna draw the outline of Guerrero. Alright. And the capital is Chilpancingo. Chilpancingo. Which is right here. Chilpancingo. The main economic drivers in the state's Central Valley region are agriculture and livestock breeding. An art of great tradition in Guerrero, it's the pottery. So we have pottery here. Pottery. And local artisans happen to mix clay with pieces of cotton in production of jars, jugs, and pot sculpture. Then are painted and decorated. Economic development in the 1980s and the consolidation of Acapulco, Ixtapa, and Taxo as tourist attraction have benefited the state economy, which is mainly supported by tourism and transportation. Well, Acapulco is one of their resorts, and it's the biggest city, I think. Acapulco. These are facts about Guerrero. We're gonna remain in Zoom, and we're gonna talk about Hidalgo. This small state here, Hidalgo. Okay, Hidalgo is known for its mountainous terrain. One of its most popular landmarks is Reloj Monument, and its architecture draws many tourists. The capital is Pachuca. Pachuca is right here. The state has introduced the world of tradition of mariachi, tequila, the sombreros. So those things, the tequila, charros, sombreros, and Mexican hats are originating from this area. Very, very interesting. Each September brings the International Mariachi Encounter. So we have here, I'm gonna draw the line. Mariachi, the famous mariachi tradition. So each September brings the International Mariachi Encounter, which draws bands and their fans all over the world. Cool fact. Okay, we're gonna stay in this area. Next, it's Mexico Toluca, which is a very, Toluca. And we have the state of Mexico. Right here. And the capital is Toluca. Toluca is famous for Los Portales, a monumental set of arches completed in 19th century. It also is known for cathedral, which is an excellent architectural representation of neoclassical style here in Mexico, Toluca. Okay, we're gonna move west again to Michoacán. Here, nearby. Michoacán. The capital of Michoacán is Morelia. Right here. Well, Michoacán is known for its Spanish colonial towns. In 1991, Morelia was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its well-preserved colonial buildings. Michoacán produces more avocados than any other state in Mexico, making it the world's largest supplier of avocados. So we have avocados. Produces. Cool fact to know. Okay. Now let's talk about a very small state. This one here, and it's called Morelos. Morelos. And the capital is Cuernavaca, here, near the border with the Mexico state. Morelos is famed for as the birthplace of revolutionary hero Emiliano Zapata. Cuernavaca is known as City of Eternal Springs because of its temperature and of its climate, and the profusion of flowering plants and parks or gardens. So the City of Eternal Spring here in Morelos. Okay, now next we're gonna talk about Nayarit. Nayarit, here, this state. The capital is Tepic. The capital here is Tepic. Nayarit is the leading tobacco growing state in Mexico. Both tobacco and sugarcane are the primary export crops of the state. So here we have tobacco. Tobacco and good. Okay. Now in the north, in in our list, the next one, it's Nuevo León. Nuevo León. Which is here, this state. The capital is Monterrey. It are very small, here border with United States. Alright, so we have Monterrey, one of the largest cities in Mexico. The state is the third most industrialized area in Mexico, and most residents enjoy a very good standard of living. Every year, thousands of students from all over the country pour into capital to study at the Monterrey Institute of Technology. And it's the same name, MIT, yeah, Monterrey Institute of Technology, like that one from the Boston, the Massachusetts Institution of Technology. Monterrey is translated from Spanish to English as the King Mound. King Mound. King Mound, or King Mountain, which refers to the city's topography and the large mountains that are surrounding. Good. Perfect. These are the facts about Monterrey. Here there is a state in the south, Oaxaca. Oaxaca, which is a large state. Oaxaca. Perfect. Oaxaca is the birthplace of corn and squash, so they have corn and squash. The capital is Oaxaca, here, and it's considered one of the Mexico's gastronomic capitals. Oaxaca is the home of mezcal beverage. Mezcal. It's written like this, mezcal. The smoky spirit comes from the agave, fruit that grows all over the state. Well, agave it's not a fruit, it's a plant. So they make mezcal from agave, like they are making tequila from the cactus. These are the facts, the best facts or most interesting facts about Oaxaca. Okay, we're gonna stay in the area. We have Puebla. Puebla, the next state. The state of Puebla. And the capital is Puebla, here. Among Mexicans, it's known for its delicious food, beautiful churches, and rich cultural scene. The German brand Volkswagen operates its second largest manufacturing outside Germany in Puebla, here. They made Volkswagen Beetle here until 1990s, or 2000 I think. The famous Volkswagen Beetle's first version. Many sources consider the mole poblano Mexico's national dish. The mole poblano. We have poblano from Puebla. Puebla is famous for other dishes such as chiles en nogada and semitas. So, very interesting facts about Puebla. Alright, we're gonna stay in the area and we're gonna talk next about Querétaro. Here, small state here. Querétaro, and the capital is Querétaro City or Ciudad Querétaro, I don't know, but it's right, Querétaro. While Querétaro is renowned in Mexico for its vineyards, we also find a local cerveza artesanal. It's cerveza, it's a beer, it's a crafted beer to have strong presence through the city. So cerveza artesanal means crafted beer, and it's very famous in this area. Querétaro is considered an excellent example of Spanish colonial city, the city of Querétaro. And the well-preserved historic center was designed by UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996. So they are producing very nice and cool beer, yeah. Okay, and now move to the coast, to the Atlantic coast. We have Quintana Roo here, this area. Quintana Roo. Quintana Roo. Quintana Roo. Chetumal, it's the capital here. Chetumal. This Mexican state is probably best known for its long white sand beaches of Cancun and Mayan ruins in Tulum. So we have Cancun here, which is a tourist attraction, very known. The city of Chetumal has a museum of Maya culture here. So we have Mayans, where here Mayans. And these are the facts for Quintana Roo. Alright, next, let's talk about San Luis Potosí. San Luis Potosí. Here, this area. Alright, the capital is San Luis Potosí, the capital is the same, the city with the same name. The capital is one of the Mexico major industrial center. San Luis Potosí is a major mining state with large silver mines. So they have silver, or they had. Alright, the state's cuisine draws considerable influence from indigenous and Spanish foods, because the region's two main staples are corn and meat. Tacos and tamales are two of its most popular meals. Tacos and tamales. Tamales. Cool facts about food dishes here in San Luis Potosí. Alright, again we're gonna move to the western coast to discover Sinaloa. Sinaloa, this area, this state. Okay, the capital is Culiacan, which is also the largest city. Well, if you wonder about facts, Sinaloa is the only place in Mexico where the ancient ball game called Walama is still played. So we are Walama. The name of the game, you can search on Google, you can Google it. It's the only place where this is still played. Sinaloa is the most prominent state in Mexico in terms of agriculture, and it's known as Mexico's breadbasket. Additionally, Sinaloa. Okay. Move north again. And next it's Sonora. Sonora. Right here with the border with the United States. We have Sonora and the famous Sonora Desert. Let's draw the contour of the state. Okay, so the capital is Hermosillo. Hermosillo. Sonora is the second largest state in Mexico, and it's sparsely populated. Nearly all Mexico's copper is produced here, so they have copper ore. Copper ore. Hermosillo once held the title for the hottest populated city in the whole world. It registered temperature between 50 and 53 degrees Celsius in June. That's terribly hot. Almost impossible to stand out. These are the facts about Hermosillo. Alright. Now again south. Here. This green area, this green state called Tabasco. Let's talk about Tabasco. The capital is Villahermosa. Well, Tabasco is home to parrots, monkeys, and Mayan ruins again. Villahermosa lies at the heart of Mexico's cacao production region, and its mills and warehouse process a wide variety of tropical crops, including sugarcane. So they have cacao. These are the facts about Tabasco. Alright. Move. We are here now. Another green state depicted on the map. And it's Tamaulipas. Tamaulipas. Okay. The capital is Ciudad Victoria. Here, this is the capital. Tamaulipas is home to Tampico, one of the Mexico's first ports. Tampico, it's not present of them on the map. No. The state is main producer of sorghum. So they have sorghum. Okay, they have sorghum. More than half of the state's land area is devoted to raising cattle, goat, pigs, and sheep. So they have livestock. Yes, these are the facts about Tamaulipas. Alright, now again, a very small state called Tlaxcala, and it is right here. Tlaxcala, very small. Tlaxcala. Well, Tlaxcala, it's the Mexico's smallest state, and was once home to the ancient Olmeca Xicalanga civilization. The first Saturday after August 15, the state celebrates the Humantalata, the running of the bulls, similar to the tradition in Pamplona, Spain. While they leave the bulls free on the narrow streets of Pamplona, here is Humantalata. These are the facts about Tlaxcala. Alright, we're gonna stay in the area because we talk about Veracruz. Veracruz. This long state. The capital, it's Xalapa. Xalapa or Jalapa, this city here. Today the state is famous for its beautiful beaches and carnivals, or carnival, an annual celebration featuring music, dance and spectacular parades. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived in Pampantla in 1524, they discovered a plant that had been cultivated by the Totonaco Indians for centuries. They named it Vanilla, a little boat. So from here it's very originating the vanilla. The vanilla plant or flower. These are the facts about Xalapa or Veracruz, sorry. Okay, we're gonna move here. Next. And let's talk about Yucatan. Yucatan, the state of Yucatan. The state of Yucatan and the capital is Mérida. Mérida. Yucatan has the highest percentage of indigenous language speakers in the country. The state is famous for its Mayan ruins, which are between 2,600 and 2,700. So they have an average between 2,600 and 2,700 Mayan ruins. Yucatan has approximately 2,600 freshwater pools, called cenotes. And here, in this area, the Chicxulub crater, it's product of an asteroid impact more than 66 million years ago and has a diameter between 6 to 9 miles or 10 to 15 kilometers or 6 to 9 miles. And it's believed that here a very big asteroid has hit this area and lead to the extinction of the dinosaurs. And these are the facts about Yucatan state. Okay, and now it's time to talk about state in entire Mexico. It's Zacatecas. Zacatecas. And it's here in the center, this state. Okay. Well, Zacatecas, La Toma de Zacatecas was the largest and bloodiest battle of Mexican Revolution. The state is best known for its rich deposits of silver and other minerals, its culinary architecture and its importance during the Mexican Revolution. Its main economic activities are mining, agriculture and tourism. Well, Francisco Pancho Villa. Francisco Pancho youth revolutionary during the Mexican Revolution. In 1940, Zacatecas played host one of the revolution's greatest battles, when Guerrilla troops defeated an army of 12,000 soldiers, led by the General Victorian Huerta. Yes. Okay, there are two states that are remained, and I passed of them without any intention. One is Chiapas. Here we have Chiapas. Chiapas is and the capital is Tuxtla Gutierrez. Chiapas is known for its well-preserved ruins, natural beauty and traditional culture. Chiapas is also home to some Mexico's best coffee plantations, so they have coffee. The most prominent and popular dish in Chiapas is tamales. These are the best known facts about Chiapas. Okay, and the last one that I missed is Guadalajara. The capital, or no, it's Jalisco. The state name is Jalisco, and Guadalajara is the capital. And here is the state that introduced the war tradition in mariachis, tequila, and Mexican head dance and sombreros. Each September brings the International Mariachi Encounter. And sorry, because I missed this and I presented to another state. Okay, and these are the facts of the entire Mexico country with all the states, and it is how the map is looking after we discover it, and I sketched over it. I hope you enjoyed this video also, and if you do, please hit the subscribe button if you aren't. And if I missed something, and I believe I missed a lot of things about Mexico, and if you are Mexican, of course, you know better, please leave a comment below. I want to know your opinion, and each information is very welcomed here on my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see next time. I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Hasta luego.